We're gonna do excise first.
Are they gonna do it first?
Yeah. 9:59.
I'll open this meeting, special meeting of the excise board. Roll call.
Joe Clement, Jerry Terrell,
Here.
Stoney Odom.
Approve the excise board proceedings from the previous meeting. Second.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes. Review and sign for approved appropriations and transferred appropriations. Second.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes. I have a motion to recess this meeting to the commissioners meeting.
Jerry Terrell,
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.
I'll open this meeting. Number 2, roll call.
Clark McCleary,
Here.
Larry Watson,
Here.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. And number 3, pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Number 4, recognizing our guest. Glad to have everybody here. We'll move on to number 5, new business. Have any new business?
No. Not today.
Okay. Today, we'll move on to 6, approve commissioners' proceeding from the previous meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Clark McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
No blankets.
No
No
more.
blankets.
No blankets.
To number 7, approve blanket POs. Do we have any?
No.
No. Okay. Number 8, discuss, take possible action for the approval or disapproval of the updates to the CIRB 5-year plan presented by Mr. Scott with CD.
Morning, Commissioners.
Morning.
What we have here is the latest and greatest 5-year plan. And I brought 2 copies, so if I can get you just to sign both of them, I'll take one and keep one. And these are the programs that are in the next 5 years. We have a low water crossing at Sandboys Creek. I believe that's in District 2. That should be going out for a letting early fall. And then we have phase 2 of Tomahawk Road. I believe that's a little over 4 miles. That's $9.38 million job. That's in District 2 as well. That's supposed to go out about the same time. Should be ready for a letting early fall. If I'm not mistaken, Commissioner, all the utilities have been relocated. Okay. And then we have a deficient bridge replacement on a bridge down there at McCurtain called Mule Creek. I believe that's in your district, Clark.
Yeah.
It's sitting out there as a shelf-ready holder. You know, that's in-house design. Then we have over in District 3, we have that one Chickasaw Creek down by Kennett.
Yes, sir.
It's for, it's sitting out there at 28, you know, for kickoff on it. So, and then what's the status on the project that Choctaw Nation's paying for on Fifth Creek Road, you know?
Last I spoke with them, they said that it'd be, maybe this spring they'd kick it off.
Okay,
They got everything, all the lines fixed and everything, and
Okay.
contractors in, so.
and correct me if I'm wrong here, it's 33 foot of right of way in Choctaw Nation?
Yes, sir, what they done is,
33.
we didn't widen out the right of way any.
Right.
And, you know, that way we could got more mileage out of it.
Correct.
Since that's not a big road, yes, sir.
Okay, but my question was, is in Choctaw Nation, it's 33 foot of right of way, you know,
Yeah.
Rick? Is it 33? But most of it,
Standard on the state, I don't know in the county.
well, it'd be the same. But I know in Cherokee Nation, it's 33, Creek Nation, 49 and a half, and so my question was, I didn't know Choctaw, I wasn't familiar with that one. So anyway, thank you. And then we have the project that's sitting way out there, Cartersville, which I think that would connect in the, where we stopped on Possum Hollow, is that correct?
Yes,
And that would take it on around, circle back to Highway 9?
Yes.
East of Kilda? Okay, that's sitting way out there in fiscal year 2032 to be constructed. So, you guys have any questions? I mean, we've got a couple of projects, Billy Don, in your district, we've got that bridge that's sitting over there, we've got closed, you know, we need to program it in.
Yes, sir.
And then, you know, we get good, participation from Choctaw Nation, you know, about some of the projects they do themselves or they partner up, you know, so. Anyway, I think all the nations do a good job helping the counties on their transportation stuff,
They do.
so.
They do a real good job.
Anyway, that's all I have, so, if you wanna review that, like I say, one of them's to leave here, and the other one I'll take with me.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Bart McCleary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's my copy, you don't have to sign that, since he brought that.
Yeah, I brought one
Sign
to
here.
leave with it.
I didn't know he was bringing that.
Well, I'll sign your copy, looks like.
We gotta sign both ends.
Moving.
Yeah.
There's a place for the clerk to sign and stay up here with this right here. That was yours, Keith. You understand?
I don't have it in here with me,
Okay.
and,
Take it there. You
yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Okay.
it just has to be sealed, right? Yeah,
All right, thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Get y'all a copy of that later.
What is it?
I'll get y'all a copy of that.
Oh, okay. Is it the same as this?
Billy, gonna get one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and get him.
There's no, here, there's one for each commissioner to keep.
Thank you.
Did everybody get one of these?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Scott.
Scott. We appreciate what you do for us.
Appreciate you commissioners, taking care of business. Do a good job.
We'll move on to number 9. And that was discuss and consider taking possible action to rescind AKARR contracts that were signed on 2/3/25 regarding the opioid settlement and the state question 781. What happened?
I'd like to say something about that if you can.
Yes, sir.
I was contacted by the auditors regarding that. Now, I didn't have this put on the agenda, but I'd like to say something about it anyway. I was contacted by the auditors last week, and I told them that I was looking at buying some equipment out of that opioid settlement that the sheriff's department applied for. And they said, you might want to be careful because this was, some of this money had been dedicated into the OCAR deal. So I come and met with them, and they decided it wasn't, and then they thought it was, so I was confused after talking to them. So I contacted the state auditor to see what I could spend the money on. She told me that I was within my means. I contacted Suzanne with OCAR, and she said, I told her that they were possibly going to rescind these contracts, and she said if they do that, they'll lose all their funding on that, which come to 1.5 million maybe.
Yes, sir.
And
In the long run.
in the long run, right?
Yes.
Which she had already submitted these contracts with the companies, and she probably told me who, but I didn't write it down. Contacted the AG's office as well, called Eric, and discussed it. He said that it was up to me, but explained to me what the OCAR Foundation was, and him and Suzanne both did. And it's basically rehabilitation for people with opioid addiction, coming in and out of jail or going out of jail, helping them find jobs and housing, and kind of like that 633 Recovery Ranch over in LaFleur County, and which is a very, very good project. And so after talking to these people about it and seeing what kind of foundation it is and how good a project it is, the piece of equipment that I was going to buy out of it doesn't cost that much, and I've got other funds to do it, and I'm all about dedicating that opioid settlement to that OCAR Foundation and stuff. Went back and talked to the auditors, and they decided that the contracts or the minutes did not reflect the information on the contract. So I think, in my opinion, that's all that needs to be done, is that we I guess you guys, because I don't know that much about what was on the contracts, put it into the minutes, what's on the contracts and how it's going to be used.
Because I was with you when we met with those auditors,
Yes.
and then when you called them. And the whole holdup was, you know, that they said we was gonna have to pay the $89,000.
Right.
And it was coming out of you, but we didn't know at that time that what we was gonna get, that was estimated that we pay that $89,000, $3,897.70 for 23 months. But that wasn't brung up in the minute, here at the meeting.
I just think it wasn't explained correctly,
Yes,
so,
and-
I mean,
What happened is, you know, we both went into it, me and you, then you went ahead and went to the AG and everything and got it straightened up. Yeah, and I'm 100% for it. But what I done, I wasn't trying to cut out y'all getting any kind of money.
right.
I didn't know where we was gonna get the money for the 89,000, you know, and I just didn't have an understanding on any of it. And me and you watched the film, you know, or you did, and watched the film back over and everything, and it wasn't brought up.
And that was on the suggestion of the auditors that we
Yes,
just
sir.
reword the minutes.
But yeah, it's a good thing, but I wasn't trying to cut the county or the sheriff's department out of anything.
Why not?
I was just trying to, well, I wanted to know where we was gonna get that 89,000 and stuff, and I think you were too, really,
Yeah.
at that time.
But we got it cleared up, and I think
Yes,
it'll be
sir.
okay.
We
I think it'll
did,
be a
and
good
I
deal.
appreciate you helping, and you calling and doing that, and I
Do what I can do.
appreciate you very much helping out on that,
Appreciate it.
getting an understanding on
What do we need to do on item 9?
Mr. Chairman, would you like for me to explain these pots of money?
it. Yes, sir,
Okay.
that's why we're here.
There's 3 pools of money. The first one's the opioid settlement fund, and the money came from governments across the country that sued opioid manufacturers. The uses are medications for opioid use disorders, therapeutic interventions for opioid use disorders, care for pregnant women with opioid use disorder, care for inmates with opioid use disorder, recovery support services, harm reduction services, prevention of opioid misuse. The 781, referred to as a 781 fund, it was passed in 2016. It reclassified simple drug charges to misdemeanors to cut down on the number of people in state prisons, to cut costs. And the savings are sent back to the counties to be spent on diverting people from the criminal justice system and to address mental health and substance use issues. And the uses are pretrial diversion programs, employment programs, education programs, and housing programs. The third one is the opioid abatement grant. It's a nationwide settlement from drug companies to the states, which come through the Attorney General's office. And the use on this one, this grant was structured to assist in recovery housing. And our grant administrator, the executive director of OCAR, Susan N. Williams, she was gonna be here, but she said she'd be glad to come next Monday and be on the agenda, or meet and have a little informal explanation after to answer any questions, if anybody's got any questions. And if we don't wanna tie the minutes up with all the talking, we can do it afterwards. It's just whatever you'd rather have, Mr. Chairman.
I had been the one to bring it up,
Yes.
because it was misstated in a meeting, that
Yes.
it was 10% to the grant writer, 10% to the administrator.
Yes,
And that the awarding amount was 89,000 and 43,000, and then the contracts did not reflect those numbers.
they didn't, and I didn't understand that at all.
On the contracts,
So are we clear now? Is it good?
well,
Well-
except that, that's not, I mean, we've only received 104,000, and you've committed 89,000 of it. That is all Haskell County has gotten an award for.
Right.
Yes,
So,
But I think what needs to be cleared up is what the 10% is going to be used for, which is for the grant writer. The 89,000 will be going towards housing and salaries for,
Yeah,
who they have here. Is that-
they're gonna hire somebody on the 781 money, and then the grant, or the settlement money, where that, the 781 money would only fund somebody, a navigator, when they get out of jail, for a year. When they put the 781 money in with the settlement money, it puts it out for 2 years. And the reason,
Well, we
and
haven't
the reason
received
we've got a
anything
grant
for the
writer and an
781.
administrator is so we don't spend this money wrong. So
Right.
and they do all the compliant reporting and report back to us, and they said they would actually do a weekly if we wanted it, but their standard is a monthly.
yeah, that's when I asked at that meeting, is this pay on receipt? Because we haven't received any 781 money. So for me to pay these invoices, we have to have had the money to pay it, and we have collected.
you have no
nothing.
paperwork on that money, right?
Yes, I haven't received an award letter, I haven't received anything from the Attorney General that we're going to receive anything yet.
Yes.
And I've called the other treasurers, and they have not, the state hasn't released those numbers to anyone. So, I mean, you already know what you're gonna have to pay them, but we don't know yet what we're going to receive.
Okay.
And that auditor's brought that up.
That was the question, and
Yes, sir.
and that was where the auditors were very concerned about that as
And
well.
that's when I met with the auditors, that's what they told me. They said the 781, it don't exist.
Not yet.
That's
It does
exactly,
not
then
exist.
is that what they did say, Sheriff?
Yes.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we can't commit
It did not-
43,000 that we're gonna pay them when we have no idea if we're gonna receive a dime.
Do we have any idea when it's gonna kick off, or?
No.
Did they say, or?
And we've been awarded her.
And this money we're paying now is just estimated. That we're gonna, no money's ever come in. And I thank you, Holly, for taking care of that and watching over it.
So my opinion is, if what Commissioner Watson said cleared up the minutes, then my suggestion is that we do not rescind the contracts.
No, we're not gonna do that at all. But I want them to make sure that the paperwork's there before we send out anything.
Right.
And she's doing her
But
job.
we have to do that, right?
Yes, sir. No, that's gone. I'm 100% for it. After I got paperwork, none of this was brung up in the meeting before. Did you know that we was talking, this 781's other thing was talking about 75,000. We didn't have nobody come up with $1,400,000, $1,500,000. None of that was brung out. and she had no paperwork on that. So you can't put
I
out
think
the
that'd
money
be
if
the
you not got the
long-term
paperwork.
deal with what that,
Yes, sir.
Suzanne with Ocar had said.
Yes, sir. Okay. Do you have any more questions on it?
Can I say something?
Yes?
Whenever, going forward, wherever you guys see something on the agenda, I have this stuff in my office, and you guys are all welcome to come look at it, do your research and all that before the meeting.
If we
on
have any
Monday.
contracts or any money moving, I'd appreciate it if you did inform everybody.
Yeah, if you guys wanna come in and
Yes.
and look at all that, you can.
Okay, that's it. We'll move on to number 11, review and sign appropriation, approved appropriations, transfer and appropriation checks, received POs and to be paid.
10.
Number
Then
10.
go back to 10
Number
first.
10. Oh, I missed it. Review and sign if approved monthly report for election board. I'm glad, see.
Make a
I'm old
motion
and
to,
can't see good. Yeah.
I'll second.
Or
What are you
McCleary.
laughing about, James?
I'm the same way.
Yes.
That's why I'm laughing. Exact same way.
Man, you growed up on the same rock.
We did, same dirt.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
That's a bid, 10.
10, 15.
Skip down there to that bid opening. Skip down there to 12, because we got a bid opening.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. 10:15 I did, I'm way behind.
We
Okay,
just get one bid.
move back to the open, number 12, open seal bid of $325 for employee drug testing at 10:15, and I'm sorry we worked through that.
Looks like we only got one bid, that's from Platinum.
Platinum.
Looks like contract service agreement, 1 year, $100. DOT non-drug, $55. Rapid quick tox, $15. Alcohol test, $40.
make a motion to approve,
That's all good to go.
to accept it.
I'll second. That's it.
Clark McCleary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes. Now we're moving on to 11. Review and sign, if approved, appropriations, transfers, and appropriation checks received, POs to be paid.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Clark McCleary.
Yes.
Larry Watson.
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
access grant, when those funds may come out?
I
Hadn't heard nothing from
hadn't heard nothing about the funds coming in, everything is done except the money.
him. Yeah. next week.
Next Monday.
So I need to try to probably put the grant writer off till the next week. I'm not sure if it'll take up, or is she gonna do it during the meeting or after?
She's supposed to be on the agenda, right?
Okay. So I need to put that one on probably. I mean,
It's
it'll
up
take
to
up
you
a lot of
guys. It's up
time.
to you guys.
Is there still a need for her to come?
No.
I mean, it's just up to y'all.
I'd like to turn the meeting back over to the excise board. If they want to bring it back.
Oh, one question, Billy. Do you wanna have that grant writer, do you want her on the agenda, or do you wanna have her a meeting after the commissioner meeting, so we don't have a bunch of minutes to put in the
It's-
paper?
Yes, that'd be fine with me.
Do it
If
afterwards?
everybody else,
I
yes,
think
that'd be
after would be
fine.
better.
Cause it's
Is that all right for you,
any,
Terry?
Sure.
Okay.
anything we do, it costs money to put in the paper,
Yeah.
so.
Even if it's still a special commissioners meeting, I still have to put it in the paper.
Well, it won't be a special commissioner meeting, it'll just be. I won't be there.
Presentation.
Yeah, just a presentation.
If we have two. it's-
Yeah, if we have two, as long as we have one commissioner there, we're not in open meeting violation, so you wanna attend it, Billy, or I will, as long
Don't
as
make
one.
me any difference, y'all
Okay.
want to.
We'll just make it,
But he can have it,
we'll just do one commissioner.
one commissioner.
Okay,
Sounds good.
I'll have her come for
Motion to adjourn.
second.
Art McCleary,
Yes.
Larry Watson,
Yes.
Billy Cloud.
Yes.
We need to come back out of recess and then
Yeah, you need to go back in and adjourn.
Make a motion,
go back in.
make a motion to break in recess.
Second.
Jerry Terrell.
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Jerry Terrell.
Yes.
Stoney Odom.
Yes.